Coming up today on Mornings on the Hill, Syracuse students talk about Black History Month and a crime reporter comes to the university. Also, what some students are doing to fight the flu.
Good morning, I'm Melissa Lyons. Thanks for joining us on Mornings on the Hill.
And I'm Maria Tribal Peace. Here's a look at some of our stories we'll be talking about in our second half. We continue primary coverage of the New Hampshire primary. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders narrowly emerged victorious. Our Marcia Augustin talked to some voters who may be familiar.
100 years later, the Red Arrow Diner in Manchester, New Hampshire is not only a presidential hotspot, but a celebrity hotspot as well.
The Red Arrow Diner is an iconic staple in downtown New Hampshire. They are known for their good eats and popular go-to to dine for presidential candidates and celebrities. They even have a burger named after Trump called the Trump Tower, and a wall of fame with pictures of past presidents that include Obama and Clinton. I ran into Senator Michael Bennet, who was running for president as of last night, and I also met Kevin Costner, who supports Pete Buttigieg.
Senator Bennett, what did you have today?
What did I have?
Yes.
We all had pie, the key to a well-balanced meal. I had the chocolate and coconut pie.
Sounds
What
pretty
did you
good.
have? You had chocolate pie.
Chocolate pie.
It was delicious.
We had
It was
raspberry
excellent.
pie.
Gotta eat, right? And I'm everybody. Okay, so we've had an early morning. We've been able to thank a lot of people supporting Pete. That was kind of something I wanted to do, and I just kind of wanted to break, and I wanted to go have lunch, and this is a spot.
Okay. What are you gonna have?
I got to go look at the menu like everybody else.
Okay. All right.
If I was a regular, I'd know.
Okay. Enjoy.
Glad you did it.
Behind Sanders, South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg came in second, while Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar placed third. The next primary is in South Carolina on February 29th. A special guest visited Syracuse from New York City last week. Mornings on the Hill's Juliana Durzo tells us who came to campus.
One journalist visited Newhouse from People's Magazine's New York City office, and they had a lot of advice to offer students entering the media industry.
Elaine Adedilas is a staff writer at People Magazine who specializes in crime and breaking news reporting.
They'll say, Elaine, get on the next plane and go to the scene, right?
Adedilas says the market is shifting digitally and students entering the industry should be familiar with how the digital space works.
The more knowledge you have going in, it just makes you more marketable, because what's going to happen, you're going to get inside a media company and you're going to decide what you like.
And one last piece of advice.
If you want to be a reporter, you need the basic skills. You need to know how to talk to people. This texting for an interview, no. Pick up the phone, learn how to speak to someone on the phone. Go in front of them, learn how to speak to them face to face.
Adedilas also mentioned to remember to use digital platforms for extra info that may have not made it in your story. She says that there are not enough places who do this. For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Juliana Durzo.
It's partly cloudy right now, but students should expect a change in conditions in these coming days. Our Cole Johnson is in studio with your weather update.
Hey guys, yeah, it's pretty nice out. I was just out there about 20 minutes ago. As we look at today's day planner, I mean, of course, it started out it's in the high 20s, and we're moving into the 30s now. It's going to be about 35 midday, and as we get into the night, it's going to stay the same, 35, and then 34 degrees later tonight. As we look at the current temperatures right now, we did move up to 31 here in Syracuse. Over in Utica, stayed at 31. Pulaski, Oswego, all around going up. Schenectady and Albany going all the way over to 36 degrees. That's a high for them right now. And as we look at the 5-day forecast, as I said earlier, I mean, it's great today. Tomorrow we're going to have 80% chance of snow showers. That's going to cool it down. And then we're going to it's going to hit us in the face. It has a low of -7 degrees on Friday. Luckily, it's going to turn a little higher up for the weekend. It's going to be a high of 27 on Saturday and a high of 36 on Sunday. I know that's not very warm, but I mean, it's better than a -7 that we're going to see on Friday. So that's it for your weather. Stay tuned for me more later. I'll be back. I'm Cole Johnson.
Cole, -7 is not ideal. I'm not looking forward to that, but February is Black History Month, and the university has events planned to celebrate Black History Month.
We asked students, what does Black History Month mean to them right now? Gabrielle Rouse has the story.
Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Black history for me in 2020 means Black history all year. It's not just February. Black girl magic. I'm Black and I'm proud.
It means elevating to the next level. I think Black History Month has risen to new heights. I mean, it just means that Black people can now do anything they wanted to do.
This year, more than any other year, it's more important to talk about it, to read up about it, to understand it, because moving forward, I think that us as Black people and everybody else should continue to show even more appreciation for where we've come from and understand that we've really built so much of the world and especially the United States up with our own bare hands.
It means that I could continue to live on and live out my ancestors' wildest dreams.
I think in 2020, there isn't any more room for excuses of not knowing or understanding some of the measures that have been used to systemically keep Black people in a certain class, in a certain lifestyle, and a certain upbringing. I think at this point now, we've already been aware of all of these different things that have been happening to us for years, and now we need to start figuring out ways to solve that. And
Great story, Maria. The United States has been celebrating Black History Month for 43 years now, but each year there is a new meaning.
The Barnes Center opened this school year to promote wellness for the students of Syracuse University. I got to sit down with Bhumi Vinod Takar from the Health Promotion Center to discuss how the Barnes Center and all of its resources are being put to good use.
Center has started, we've seen a huge jump in the number of students reaching out to us, utilizing the recreation services, be it counseling, healthcare. It's all situated in one building. So everything that you can need possibly for your physical health, mental health, just to unwind and relax, we have all the resources under one place.
The Barnes Center is home to fitness areas as well as mental health resources. And with the help of programs hosted by the Health Promotion Center, students can be involved in many different ways.
Health Promotion basically provides mental health resources in terms of sleep and stress kits, which students can order through our Be Well SU website. We also have the Mind Spa, which also has a massage chair. With biofeedback features, we have different small rooms which act as personal spaces. You can meditate, you can spend time with yourself. We also have the pet therapy room. We have pets coming in 4 times a week, which is really good.
The goal is to make health and wellness easier and more accessible.
So our events have been getting much bigger and better. We've been able to reach out to a lot more students than we did previously. So Barnes Center has provided a very good visibility, and also a lot more students know about this.
For more information on all the Barnes Center and the Health Promotion Center have to offer in both mental and physical health resources, you can check out their website.
I'm Robert Bruin here to bring you your sports updates for today. The Syracuse men's basketball team fell short last night against the North Carolina State Wolfpack with a final score of 79-74. After a little over 2 minutes of play, Syracuse Elijah Hughes was sidelined with an injury and did not return to the court. Quincy Guerrier posted a career high of 16 points, and Joe Girard set a Syracuse Dome record for points by a freshman with 30 points. But it was not enough to pull off a win. The Wolfpack went on an 8-0 scoring run early in the game and ended with 11 three-pointers. The Orange are back in action this weekend, heading to Florida State. Tip-off is at noon. Early this morning, I got some feedback from basketball fans that aren't too happy about men's basketball team's performance last night. Still feeling cold? Basketball teams aren't. The 2020 ballpark season is now underway. Today, pitchers and catchers report for spring training. 18 teams, aces, and backstops hit the diamond today. Defending the World Series champions Washington Nationals begin tomorrow. The long-awaited spring season will officially kick off on February 21st when the Kansas City Royals take on the Rangers at Sunrise Stadium in Arizona.
Coming up here on Mornings on the Hill, Eat and Tell, the Valentine's Day edition at the Goldstein Faculty Alumni Center.
Also coming up, a few students fight the flu together. Stay with us for those stories and much more here on Mornings on the Hill.
Maria, we are one day closer to Valentine's Day.
I love Valentine's Day because of chocolate. No other reason. You just get a ton of chocolate and it makes everything just better, even when you don't have anyone to love you.
You know, and that's okay. But you know what's even better? Our Michelle Knezovic took a trip to Goldstein to find some tasty treats for Valentine's Day.
Goldstein Faculty Center restaurant, and we're gonna head on in there and see what they got cooking up for some Valentine's Day specials. Let's go, guys. Welcome back for another episode of Eat and Tell, and this time Keone has brought us to a hidden gem on campus. Keone, where are we today?
We're at the Goldstein Alumni and Faculty Center restaurant.
Probably with, I haven't decided what potato yet, but it's going to be really good with a nice peppercorn sauce. Everything's homemade here. Lobster macaroni and cheese. We've also got crab claws. That'll probably be an appetizer with some cocktail sauce. And we're going to do a heartbeat soup. It'll be beets and coconut milk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heartbeat soup.
It's time to test them, okay? I'm a big calamari fan. Delicious. I'm taking these home.
They need. Our students said a lot of rice, because it is spicy. And you marinate the chicken in yogurt, but it's got a lot of hot spices on it. And he says, a lot of gravy too. The gravy is the best part.
So what is specifically in this sauce you're putting on right now?
There's a lot of Indian spices. Curry. There's curry, turmeric, ginger. I just had to make it this morning. Coriander, garlic. And then it's topped with some fresh cilantro.
So we know all you college students have those loved ones out there and you want to bring them to a special Valentine's Day dinner and especially desserts. They're going to have specials here for Valentine's Day on their dessert menu. They're going to have a pink cake, looks absolutely delicious, and a milkshake for their Milkshake Madness on Fridays, a special one just for Valentine's Day. And they're also at a good price for all you college students out there.
Maria, 2 days closer to Valentine's Day, but 1 hour closer to lunchtime, and I am so hungry after looking at all those streets.
Do you want to go there after this?
I think we're gonna have to leave this desk and go over there right now.
Just kidding.
Those sweet treats will be available all day on Valentine's Day in Goldstein Faculty Center.
It's cold, it's snowy, which usually leads to sniffling and colds. Alyssa, you stopped by the Barn Center, where students and wellness members from the community were packing flu kits.
That's right, Maria. It seems like every year the flu gets worse. The Barn Center had a flu kit and cold packing day last night so that every student can have a precautionary pack to keep with them in hopes of avoiding the flu.
Campus community joined the Barn Center at the Arch Health and Wellness team for flu kit packing Tuesday. Gallon-sized Ziploc bags were filled with tips and tricks for fighting the flu. Each bag was stuffed with emergency and chamomile tea for colds and infections. To-go tissues, Band-Aids, and hand sanitizer were added to combat cold symptoms that spread across Syracuse and college campuses nationwide. Basic symptoms of the flu include a fever of 100, sore throat, and coughing. According to the state health department, the flu is hitting central New York harder than the rest of the state. Last week, nearly 1,000 flu cases were reported in central New York. Here's the breakdown. Onondaga and Oneida County both reached the 350 mark, followed by Oswego and Cortland.
Maria, the flu is really taking over central New York, but the one good takeaway is that there were no confirmed cases of the coronavirus in this area.
That's a pretty good thing. If you are in need of a new laptop, the bookstore might just be the place for you. Between today and Friday, the bookstore is offering $50 off your purchase of any Mac with an extended warranty. They're also offering $25 off a purchase of any iPad with an Apple Pencil.
Heavy snowfall this weekend left many students stuck and stranded in their homes. Those who tried to leave probably learned that a snow brush is not going to cut it for these conditions, which is why the Office of Student Living on South are offering free shovels to Syracuse students. If you're interested in one, pick up yours today at 401 Skytop Road, Suite 206. And I would hurry because the snow is coming pretty soon. Still to come for Mornings on the Hill.
About a half hour to 45 minutes to shovel out my car, just the tires, and scrape all the snow off.
Central New York got hit with a lot of snow this weekend, and not everyone was too happy about it. We'll talk about that next.
Welcome back to Mornings on the Hill. We're back here for weather. I'm Cole Johnson, and I was just outside a little bit ago, and the current conditions, they're getting better. It feels like 21 degrees, but it's really 30. It's going to be up towards in that 31, low 30 range, probably 35 about noon, 1 o'clock, and then later in the day, we're going to move on. The humidity's at 61%, dew point at 18 degrees. The wind is going southwest at 10 miles per hour, and as we move on, we look at today's here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't be alarmed by the 61 degrees. That was a high back in 1932. But if you look at 1979, it was negative 19 degrees on this day. Today we're lucky enough. It's pretty nice out. The sun's out. It's going to be in the upper to mid 30s by tonight. And I mean, if you want to go outside and go play with some snow, it's melted. Friday was a blast. I mean, we got canceled, but moving forward, it's going to be snow coming back tomorrow. And the 5-day forecast, if we look ahead to that, tomorrow we're going to get that 80% of snow showers. That's going to bring the low temperature down to about 9 degrees, and then Friday it's going to hit us, as I mentioned earlier, right in the face. Your fingers are going to be cold. Get your gloves out. You better appreciate what we're going to get in the next 2 days. We're going to get a low of negative 7 degrees possibly. Saturday we bring it back up a little bit. It's going to be a low of 21, high of 27, and then moving on into Sunday we're going to get some more snow, but it's going to be warmer. We're going to be at about 36 degrees of a high, a low of 21, and hopefully spring's going to be coming somewhat around the corner. It's been an up and down winter for sure. We're going one day it's 40 degrees, the next day it's snowing. So if you want to just you got to be prepared when you wake up every morning for what we're going to see. But as you see Friday, I'm letting you know now, get bundled up. It's going to be cold. Ladies?
That's right, Cole. Groundhog Day predicted an early spring, but old man winter. He doesn't seem like he's done with us yet.
No, I mean, it's so cold. Punxsutawney Phil lied to us. It's not an early spring. Like, I'm sad. I'm not ready for this. Please, no.
No, I'm definitely going to have to bring out my jackets, Cole.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's going to be -7 on Friday. I mean, we've been all expecting that one really bad day, and it's coming this week, unfortunately.
Yes,
and so this whole week, like Groundhog Day, it's coming. It's almost gone. We're going to have some winter weather definitely coming our way. But last Friday, a storm system dumped nearly a foot of snow on central New York. While we heard from one unhappy student about the snow, a number of students decided to go hit the hills to go sledding. The university canceled classes for the second time this school year, 2 of the 5 times it has canceled classes since 1870. How did you guys enjoy the snow day?
I loved it. It was great. I mean, I got to sleep in, lots of good rest. How about you, Cole?
You know, it kind of ruined my day, sort of, because I had a lot of stuff to do, so it ruined my plans, but I did get to sleep in and relax.
You probably got some stuff done, right?
I still got a little bit done, not as much as I wanted to.
Not as much motivation.
But, yeah.
Now let's take a look at what's going on this weekend here on the Hill. Tomorrow, a yoga breathing exercise at the Barnes Center at 12:15 p.m. and 3:08 at the Arch. University Union begins its screening of Joker at 8 p.m. in Gifford Auditorium. HBC. Actor Joaquin Phoenix won the Oscar for Best Actor for his portrayal of Arthur Fleck, who transforms into the Joker before the audience's eyes. The film will also be shown on Friday and Saturday nights. Orange After Dark heads to WonderWorks in Destiny, USA at 10:30 p.m. The indoor theme park boasts 40,000 square feet of fun, including the world's largest suspended indoor ropes course. Tickets are $3 and include access to the park as well as food and transportation. Tickets are available on the My Tickets portal of the SU box office.
On Valentine's Day, Syracuse Stage is putting on Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet at 8 p.m. in the Archibald Theater. Tickets are $8. Those unable to make this showing, don't worry, the iconic play will be put on at the same time on Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Prior to the show, women's hockey takes on Lindenwood for their I Heart Hockey Night at 7 p.m. in Tennessee. They will see each other again on Saturday at 3 p.m. Orange After Dark is hosting a Pinterest party in the Milton Atrium at Life Sciences Complex. Students will be able to make a variety of crafts free of charge. Doors open at 10 p.m.
Women's lacrosse takes on University of Albany at 10 a.m. from the Dome. The men's team will follow when they face off against Binghamton at 2 p.m. Tennis serves up a matchup with Boston College at 11 a.m. And for Bachelor fans, Tyler Cameron will be on the Hill this weekend. Tyler was a contestant on Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette and is going to talk about being on the show as well as what is new. No ticket is required, but ticket holders will be allowed in Goldstein Auditorium at 9:15. The talk starts at 10 p.m. Orange After Dark is also hosting Grocery Bingo at 10 p.m. in Grant Auditorium. Students can play bingo and winners will walk away having finished grocery shopping.
On Sunday, the women's basketball team tips off against Pittsburgh at 1 p.m. from the Dome. Fans are encouraged to wear pink for the game to support breast cancer awareness. Syracuse point guard Tiana Magnacahia will address the crowd at halftime for the first time since her breast cancer diagnosis last summer. Also, a student singer-songwriter concert in Hendricks Chapel will begin at 4 p.m. SU students will perform original songs. The tennis team takes on Buffalo at 5 p.m. from Drumlins. And finally, the women's lacrosse wraps up a busy sports weekend in the Dome against Binghamton at 5 p.m. And that's the Weekends on the Hill. What are you guys looking forward to?
Sports. I'm looking forward to sports. Women's lacrosse, they're such a good team. They beat Canisius, fell to Stony Brook, but they've been so great. I can't wait to go see those games.
Yeah, that Emily Harris-Chuck, she is just a bulldozer. I don't know what other word to describe her as because she's amazing.
How about you, Cole? What are you doing this weekend?
You know, this weekend it's more work. It's more, getting ready for next week. It never ends. You got to shoot some stuff. I'm shooting some package
That's
content.
Fun, though. That's fun.
It's basketball.
Okay,
I get to
sports.
Watch this kid named Jeremiah Sparks at Oswego. I'm doing a sports package on him, so we're gonna go over there and take some video of his game.
There you go. It's not really work when you get to do something that's really fun, right?
No, it's a lot of fun. It's great being here.
A lot of fun. What else? Are you doing anything else?
I'm actually going to the Tyler C event.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tyler Cameron, he is, I love him. I really don't have any other. Big fan.
Cole is too.
Cole, you're a fan of Tyler C?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
And you know what? That's your Weekend on the Hill. He's Cole Johnson. For Maria Triple Piece, I'm Alyssa Lyons. From us on Mornings on the Hill.